This is Lagos. Now, Lagos is known for its vibrancy, its culture, and its boldness. My name is Lola Oje. I'm a lawyer, content creator, and beauty enthusiast. I've been living in Lagos for the past 6 years or so. Now, when it comes to beauty, Lagos no dey carry last though. Despite the fact that Nigeria is a developing nation, things are changing all around the world, and Lagos has not been left behind. Cosmetic surgery has been on a steady increase all across the world, and call it naive, but I was genuinely surprised to find out that people were having their surgeries carried out here in Lagos. Previously, the only stories I had heard was people traveling abroad to have work done. Dr. Ayo has become quite a name in the cosmetics industry, and his Instagram account was one of the first accounts where I'd seen a Nigerian surgeon here in Nigeria talk so openly about cosmetic surgery. Now, he doesn't hold back and is clearly proud and enjoys his work. I wanted to pop in and have a chat with the man himself. Hi, Dr. Ayo.
Hi, how you doing?
Fine, how are you?
I'm fine.
Very nice space you have here.
Thank you.
The first time I've come, but I mean, it's quite warm and inviting. So thank you for having me. Okay, so I'm going to dive straight in.
Okay.
I think it's quite obvious what you do here. I know you do a range of treatments, but of course you have cosmetic surgery quite clearly on the list there of breast enlargement, liposuction.
Yeah, liposuction, yes.
Brazilian
Butt lift.
Brazilian butt lift, which is fat transfer, right?
Yes.
And I know you also do like scar removal, vaginal
Rejuvenation.
rejuvenation. So yeah, you do a lot of things. So have you seen an increase, let's say over the last couple of years, of people doing more treatments here in comparison to when a few years ago where lots of people used to fly out?
So what I would say to that is that just like I do tell people that there has always been demand. The only thing is that those demands are not being met. It's just like when they introduced the cell phone into the country. A lot of people want to make calls abroad. You used to have the dialing phone number and things like that. But then it was not affordable for a lot of homes. Then awareness also was on the low side that some of this procedure can be done by Nigerians. But now the awareness is increasing, so it's very difficult to say objectively that maybe the demand, because we didn't do any background study to know if the demand has always been there. Now that demand is being met, so.
But it's getting more popular now.
Everywhere in the world, actually. Plastic surgery, all those things are increasing.
Okay, so what would you say is the most popular procedure right now?
It's liposuction.
Liposuction. Simple. Just straight liposuction.
Yes, liposuction.
So from in the tummy area, or?
Well, yeah, the abdomen is usually the troubled area. Usually the troubled area for a lot of people, because for us Africans, we tend to add weight or fats more to the trunk, which is the abdomen, the back.
So if I was to trying to get a big bum and have a flat stomach, how many hours?
2 to 3 hours.
2 to 3 hours. Yeah. And the risk is not as high as other procedures?
Well, it depends on what you call other procedure, because in surgery we classify procedure either minor, intermediate, or major. For liposuction, basically we say it's minimally invasive, even if you read anywhere in the world.
Really?
It's basically minimally invasive.
And it seems so invasive though.
For you guys, yes, it is, because for me, I always tell people, yes, just like every other patient with anesthetic risk and a lot of other things like that, you're only going under the skin to take out the fat. What are the other major risk factors you are prone to? Maybe things like blood loss and things like that. And if you are taking necessary measures to prevent all those things, definitely it's quite safe.
Would you be happy if a female member in your family, let's say you thought she looked fine, but she had insecurities, would you encourage her to have plastic surgery?
Yeah, why not?
So you're fully behind plastic surgery?
Why not?
Would you have plastic surgery?
Yes, why not?
You would?
Yes.
Why?
The reason is because I don't think there's any big deal about it. I've done Botox before in the past. I've done Botox to my face. For me, I don't see any big deal.
But that's not, you're not going under anesthetic or anything?
It doesn't necessarily have to be, you don't have
it's
to
still
go under.
Cosmetic surgery?
Yes, it's still a form of cosmetic surgery.
Let's say you got a big stomach, for example. Would you get liposuction?
There's still a part of my tummy I want to do liposuction.
Are you serious? Yes. If I, for example, said I wanted to do plastic surgery and I want to do it here at Granville, would it be cheaper than if I was to travel?
Far, far cheaper.
Like,
it's one
considerably?
You are paying 1/3 of what you will have probably done in the US or in the UK.
Well, sounds good. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Dr.
to gradual recovery of.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a little space.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's really pretty.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so people come here when?
Well, basically after surgery, a day or two, we bring them here and they stay. Well, basically it's supposed to be a day,
okay.
But oftentimes because a lot of people find it very comfortable, it's more like a home. So some of them actually stay longer.
See why.
Yes.
It looks comfortable.
Yes.
Nice.
So the nurses are here.
Hello, nurses.
You can come in.
How's work? Good morning. Good morning. I'm even saying good morning.
So while they are not doing anything, they just sit here. If there's anything, the patient will make a call.
Okay, so they're on standby.
Yes.
So, thank you.
So we have other rooms. All these are rooms. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So it's nice having you around.
Very nice to see you. Thank you very much. Bye, darling. Bye-bye. It was great speaking to Dr. Ayo, and I just loved his honesty. Now, after hearing the professional side of things from a surgeon, let's get down to the more emotional, human side of things. I really wanted to talk to someone who had had plastic surgery. Unfortunately, in Lagos, no one wanted to openly discuss their procedures on camera. But I did know of someone who was Nigerian, who has openly discussed it on YouTube, on her Insta stories. So I thought, you know what, let me just FaceTime my jockey and ask her a few questions. Hello.
Hi.
Hey, darling, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
I'm so sorry to drag you out, but I really have some questions that I want to ask you and get your opinion on. Now, you've always been quite open with your surgery. I mean, you've made YouTube videos on it, you give advice, you put it out there. So what I wanted to find out is what made you so confident in coming out and saying, guys, I had cosmetic surgery and this is how it was and here's the details, and you still just carry on like normal. Where do you get that kind of confidence from?
To be honest, I feel like, first of all, I did my research very well before I could come up with vision and things like that. But then again, I realized that a lot of people go way beyond and still they still don't get, do you understand? They're still not satisfied.
The results.
Yeah, exactly. And it's painful to see a lot of women going up there and wasting their money. That's how I see it. If they're not getting what they actually
want. Sure.
So it's better to just say, listen, I can testify to these people.
Right.
Rather than going all the way and finding something that's not safe.
So you did it more to help others who are also considering. Right. So it wasn't really about you as much as it was about trying to help women in similar situations. What made you actually go ahead and say, okay, I'm going to get cosmetic surgery?
No, it's because my body, there's been a change to my body. I don't feel as confident as the way I used to, before
you had kids,
Or, I tried going to the gym, but
it was hard.
It's very hard.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know what? Okay, if I can save up, some future.
Yeah.
Let me help myself at least.
Sure.
You understand? I'll still will, please. So you can call it lazy, but then again, going into the gym also cannot
get you exactly. Yes. Yes, I do.
So I'm kind of like using one stone to
kill two birds. I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's just it, really.
So you're happy with your body now?
I was happy with myself still.
Okay.
Do you understand? I was very happy with myself still, but it's always nice when
you
have makeup on and you don't have.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how I felt. I wouldn't obviously go to people and say to them, "Oh, go get surgery done." Do you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
I know people that feel the way I feel.
Yeah. So it's about the feeling of how you feel as a person.
That talk about it. Exactly.
Sure.
So if I have friends that looks absolutely amazing, I'm like, no, you don't
need it. Okay.
Like, it's not like I'm trying to show up or anything.
Okay.
But,
so it's not like you're promoting it, but you're just saying, hey, this is the reality, and loads of women feel this way. Thank you so much, and you're amazing, and I'll speak to you soon, girl. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye. Bye, darling. Pishao is a good friend of mine. I mean, I actually never call him by his stage name, Pishao. But anyway, I love picking his brain.
The relationship and the need break up.
Now, though he is a musician, he talks a lot about relationships. And so I definitely wanted to get his opinion on this topic, from a young man's perspective. So I just want to know, if I came in tomorrow and I had a huge butt and a small waist, and you knew me before as just this small petite lady, would your perception change of me? Would you be concerned?
Now, you see, okay, Lolana, it's two ways now. If I'm just a casual friend with you from afar, you understand with the person, I'll just like the boss, like, see,
God, see, man.
do you understand? And that's it.
Yeah.
That's all. But if it's somebody that I'm close to, and a friend I can sit down and talk to, I'll be like, why are you doing this? Do you understand? Now, most of the times, why people do this is because they're not satisfied with how they look.
Sure.
And that's why I said initially, you will never get satisfied.
Do you think so?
Now, there's no doubt that altering your physical look can boost your self-esteem. There's this book I read, Psycho-Cybernetics, Maxwell Waltz, and he's a plastic surgeon. And he said there are people who have something, maybe they have a mark on their face or something, or maybe their nose is too big, or maybe something, and it just makes that change. And the confidence that comes with it is amazing.
Sure.
No doubt, it has its positive ends. So I think it depends where the person going for it is coming from.
As in
why?
Why
You want to do it. Now, if in the same book, the plastic surgeon said there are some people that there's nothing wrong with them.
But they're looking for perfection.
You understand?
Yes.
You see what you just said now? They're looking for what?
Perfection, which is not attainable. Sure.
Attain perfection. So I think it depends on the subject. A lot of them want to do it
because
of
it's
applause they get
and because
people.
it seems like, not saying the in thing, I can't speak on behalf of everyone, but especially in Nigeria now on the island, I mean, I don't really care. Do what you want to do. It's your body. But I'm definitely seeing an increase in the amount of women now that are going for this perfect figure eight.
Everybody wants to come on the gram looking like, like
a certain way,
and all that. And even that lead person on Instagram is not.
So would you date a girl that's had cosmetic surgery? Be careful, Lou.
Man. Well, that answer doesn't have a yes or no.
Wow.
Because you know why? I will probably explore her mind first. You know me.
Sure.
I like diving into people's minds. I would like to explore her mind first. And if she did it for herself and she's cool with it, then it's come with a certain level of confidence. I didn't like this about me. I did it, and I don't give a shit if you guys like it or not. I will admire that. And I feel that with that, you can do anything in this world you want.
Thank you so much. Peace out. Now, I really wanted to find out how someone close to me would react to me wanting cosmetic surgery. So I called in Stephanie Kokadiriokun. I wanted to play a little trick on her. I'm not sure if it will work, but let's give it a go. Oh, you're here! Oh my gosh, my buttons. Hey, are you happy to see me? There's something I wanted to tell you. No, there's something I wanted to get your opinion on, rather. Okay, so I had a consultation earlier today with a plastic surgeon. What? Wait, hold on, calm down. Why are you laughing?
No, sorry, go on, I'm listening.
So, you know me, Reggie, it's not that I really want surgery. I'm kind of doing an experiment. I'm trying to understand the beauty cosmetic industry in Nigeria. And I just wanted to understand, I wanted to put myself in the shoes of someone that wanted to get surgery.
Okay.
And I just wanted to see what it'd feel like. But then I thought to myself, because none of my immediate circle, even though it's quite small, none of us have ever really considered or had surgery.
Well, apparently until you
went. Listen, I did it for all of us. Basically, right now, there's a lot of women in Nigeria that are doing surgery.
Yeah.
Fact. People that we know, people that we don't know, it's around. There are surgeries open. I just wanted to know that, okay, it's just on our doorstep. What would it be like?
When I talk to people that have gone through labour and they have the beautiful baby, but then they also have, the extra layers of fat. And their skin stretched and things like that. And sometimes
so their body's different.
Yeah, exactly. And they just really want it back to, it's a snapback. They want it back to how it was before. But at the same time, I've read up about like tummy tucks and things like that and how dangerous they can be. And I'm just not sure if it's actually worth it. I mean, there's still the gym. I feel like natural. No, I think men do like natural. Like men don't like wigs. Fact.
Yeah,
a lot of men that I've spoken to.
Yeah, they don't like that much.
They don't like the fact that you can remove it. In the case of plastic surgery, I mean, it's permanently there, so it's not the same thing. But I just don't feel like they're that bothered. But then also, it's this thing about, once you get married or once you're in a relationship and it's a long-term, whatever, relationship, and somebody meets you a certain way, is it? Do you need to uphold that standard even after birth, or
I get what you're saying.
what? Like, and I think it's a.
But this is the thing. When I was talking to Bishan as well, everyone was more understanding of after birth, your body changes, and we can never imagine what it's like to have been something, and then you have 2 kids, and your kids, and then the men don't have to go through a physical change, right? And you might be in a new body and be
they don't even go through sleep deprivation.
Then you've got a new body that you're not used to.
Yeah.
It can do something. It can bring out insecurities.
Yeah.
But I'm not even talking about those women. I'm talking about the world we live in of social media, where everyone wants to look Instagram perfect. And do you think that that's why I went to what club the other day, and I looked around. Everyone had a flat stomach and a big butt. I started to even, no joke, I don't care, like I am who I am, but I started to even feel like, am I that small?
I feel everyone should do what makes them 100%. Happy. But at the same time,
but me as your friend, you wouldn't encourage me to do it.
No, but I don't feel like you need to.
I want a big booty!
You're wild. A big booty and what?
Whatever. So basically, if I had surgery, you would still love me because you love me.
No, I would love you.
But you wouldn't encourage me to
upside the head. No, because I don't think it's necessary. Your waist
That's
is
my
answer.
That's my answer. I've already
give them food.
Let's go sweat your feet. Let me get my shoes.
That was interesting. It was great hearing from everyone, and the main point that kept being raised was do what makes you happy. Do it as long as you're not doing it for the wrong reasons. But I can't help but wonder, are there any wrong reasons? To each individual, it will always seem like the right reason. So I'm just curious, are we not over-obsessed with trying to attain a certain look? Anyway, in part 2, we'll be continuing this conversation and talking about skin bleaching.